This is Bob with From the Police 911. Um, I am going to talk to you guys about traffic stops. These are very, very important because it happens to a lot of Americans, and a lot of people make mistakes on traffic stops. First of all, there's no law that says that you have to roll your window down all the way. I always advise people to crack your window just a little inch so that you can pass out your driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration. Let me remind you, there is no law that says that you have to roll down your window all the way. The reason why the police like you to do that is so they can look inside your vehicle, they can smell your breath, they can try to determine if you're on drugs. So the best way to try to stay out of a under the influence is to crack your window. Another thing you can do is crack your window and roll the back windows down. That way it circulates the air. Always remember, the police are out there not to help you, they're out there to harm you in some way. If you're stopped, they stopped you because they feel that you committed a traffic violation. Remember, police know about uh, the laws and stuff like that. Okay, um, they hear excuses all the time. They've probably heard the same excuse that you're giving them 300 times that month. So they're immune to your excuse. The only thing you can do is basically admit guilt. Yeah, I speeding to get to my girlfriend or my babysitter's house because she's got to go out on a date. Okay, you just admitted to the officer you were speeding. Um, I had to hurry to get to the hospital. Okay, that can be used against you in court. So your best remedy is don't say anything. If an officer comes up and goes, "Do you know why I stopped you?" No. Well, I stopped you for this. What do you have to say about it? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing you can say that's going to make that cop decide he's not going to give you a ticket. Remember, these are revenue. This is a way that cities, counties, states generate revenues by writing you tickets. And the faster they can get you a ticket, the more, the sooner they can get out and get someone else a ticket. So I always tell people, crack your window. If the police want you to roll it down, no. Argue with them all the way to the point where they're going to break the window. And if you don't care, let them break the window because you can file a tort claim and get the money for the window anyway. As for those people that are drinking and driving, essential that you don't roll down the window because you don't want the officer to smell alcohol. If he smells alcohol, now he's got probable cause to get you out of the car and do a field sobriety test and take you down and see if you're drinking and stuff like that. Never, ever volunteer to do a field sobriety test. A lot of times, attorneys can go to court, get your driver's privilege back, get your license back. But if you're under the influence, that's a traffic crime. Okay, you can go to jail for that. Some states mandatorily make you spend jail time. So if you just left a bar and you feel like, hey, I'm on top of the world, got a little buzz, that buzz means you're drunk. And if the police catch you, they're going to take you to jail. So never, ever roll down the window all the way. Another thing that police officers do is they'll sit there and say, well, do you want to discuss this? What is there to discuss? Either you caught me violating a traffic violation or you didn't. Okay? All you're doing is doing a fishing expedition to see if you can get me for something more serious. So always remember, you don't have anything to tell that cop that he hasn't heard already, except for a way for you to go to jail or for you to get a bigger fine. And I find it very disheartening when I sit there and I'm filming the police and someone sits there and wants to discuss, hey, I speeded because I had to go get to this place real quick. Well, that's fine. You just admitted guilt. And the courts will accept that admittal of guilt when the officer tells them about it. The object is not to admit guilt. Officer, I do not know why you stopped me. And officer, I will see you in court. Is what you need to learn. Okay? Everything else that you're going to discuss with that officer is irrelevant. Now, I have trolls that are cops that's going to absolutely hate what I'm saying. Because what I'm telling you is the truth. Okay? An officer, when he pulls you over, has already decided if he's going to write you a ticket or if he hasn't. So I want you to consider that. Do you want your admittal to be used in court against you? Also remember that regardless if you're found guilty or you pay the fine, your insurance is still going to go up, because if you pay the fine, you're admitting guilt anyway, and your insurance company will nail you for such a thing. So with that, I'm going to click off, and I want you guys to seriously think about what you're going to do when you're stopped with a traffic violation. This is Bob with Film the Police signing off.